Hello, this video is about Angela Reynolds, federal number 507-02-177. She received a 275-month sentence. First to speak is her father, and then she will speak afterwards. I just want to take a minute to thank everybody again for your support. We're so grateful that everybody's taking these situations by a case-by-case basis and not grouping up everybody that's in prison as a bad person, because it's not like that. These are nonviolent drug offenders who can rehabilitate, who can change their lives. And these sentences of it's 20 some years. It's not conducive to change. I thank God that people are paying attention. In the description of the video, there's a change.org petition. There's a little arrow that points down. If you click that, click the petition and sign that for her to get some recognition for her case, to hopefully get some sort of relief or a reduction. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share the video. And please tell others. Thanks a lot, and God bless. Hello.
Hello, this is Larry.
How you doing?
I'm good.
So this interview is in reference to Angela Reynolds, federal number 507-02-177. What is your relationship to Angela?
She's my daughter.
And just to give us a little background information so we kind of understand her growing up, what was she like? Did she have any dreams, aspirations, goals? Did you guys see certain things in her that you were excited about?
No, she was just pretty much average. She was extremely cute. I used to call her face because she was so pretty. And at a young age, she was even doing some pictures, modeling. She was just that kind of kid. Always pretty happy. Just your typical little girl growing up. Little on the spoiled side, but both my daughters were. Yeah. But no, she was just your typical kid. Everybody just loved to see her when we brought her around the family. She was just kind of a joy.
That's wonderful.
And kind of a special gift that our mother and I got, because years before she was born, we were told she couldn't conceive anymore, and then all of a sudden there she was. So that made her a little more special to us.
Absolutely. So coming from that to her current situation, where do you feel like things started to go down the wrong path, or things started to go bad for her?
Well, for me, it's hard to say, quite honestly. I traveled for a living. Was home every other weekend. Her mother pretty much took care of the girls, and she did a very good job at it. God rest her soul. She passed away 10 years ago. I never got calls of any problems till kind of in her later years. Towards the end of high school, she had good grades through school. She was, again, not extremely active in school things, cheerleading, things like that, but she was friends with a lot of people. And then, like I say, at a young age, she, about 16 or 17, she met the guy she would eventually marry, had a child shortly after that. So it's that's kind of, I don't know that it was a wrong move, but as time went on, I realized that he was into drugs, using them mostly, and that's what got her into using them. With that, I don't know, the relationship went on for several years. They eventually separated, and again, she, that's where the drug use actually started. And then it was a series of bad relationships after that. And pretty much her loyalty to some of the relationships she had was probably part of her situation. Getting stopped by police and actually taking the rap for the guy she was with, and a couple incidents, and thinking they'd be lighter on her because she was a woman, and one case pregnant. So it's those kinds of things that really changed her lifestyle.
Absolutely.
My wife, we stayed in touch with her. The boys were special to us. She never put the kids aside for this purpose. They were always cared for. If there were problems, we had them. So no, she was always she was a good mother. Still is, actually. The boys go see her, but it just kind of the direction that she ended up taking. And I say, by no total fault of her own, I'm not going to say she was an angel, but it's those mistakes that people make in life.
Absolutely. When you heard that she was indicted, what was your reaction to that? Did you have any idea about how much time that she was facing, or her involvement, or the seriousness of the situation?
No, quite honestly, her indictment came as a surprise to me. I was doing a project out in, I think in north of Dallas, North Park Mall, quite honestly. We're at a mall in Dallas, and I was contacted that she had been arrested, and then a little after that, there was no word of bond or bail, but she was out. She was cooperating with the state police. In fact, on one incident that I was getting to is she came by, and I actually rode with her out to where she was having an interview or a meeting with them in her attempts to cooperate through this whole process. So it's probably months and months after that that I was notified that they'd come to the house in full gear and kind of entered the house actively, to say the least. Kids were there, and that's when they arrested her for the charge she's in for.
Did you have any idea about how much time she would receive, or had you heard anything about her sentencing judge or any of that?
No, I would keep hearing from people, and that's mostly word of mouth. And then I've knew of cases, and I've heard of cases where people in these drug situations get like as much as 10 years. And that's kind of where my head was. I mean, God, she could go away for 10 years.
Wow.
And then as the conversation rose with the cooperation, there was a lot of talk about 5 years to 10 years, maybe a little more, depending on her previous record and history. And then conversations got a little more heated with my other daughter and other people with the judge that she had seen a couple times before the main sentencing date. And a lot of the talk was that this was a judge that didn't give you much of an opportunity. He was going to give you the max. He was going to go the distance. And that's what the hope was throughout the process. There was always conversation. When I talked to Angela on the phone, she called me from jail, that her lawyers and have been telling her we keep getting delays because we're hoping for a different judge. We're trying to get into the court at the time that a different judge was there, because the judge you have is not friendly to sentencing. And that's kind of the most of what I heard was there were attempts to delay in hopes of seeing another judge. When
she was sentenced, how did you find out about her sentence, and what was your reaction to it?
Well, my girlfriend and my sister went to court with her that day. I was available, but just very heartbreaking after losing my wife, and then
I understand.
And then going through this, they came home and told me.
I'm sorry.
I was pretty much in shock for a long time after that. Kind of, everybody understood and pretty much kept that distance from me. There's not enough. There's not the words. There's no comfort anybody could have given me.
That's terrible. Um, since that time, have you been able to stay in communication with your daughter, and what has that been like for you?
It's difficult. We talk all the time. She calls. She sometimes forget that I have a full-time job, and she calls at some inopportune times. And there's times when I can't talk to her then, and I'm not available for immediate phone calls, and so she keeps trying. And we've been communicating lately since they've allowed texting.
Yeah.
So we at least stay in communication like that. But I talk to her several times a week. I keep in touch with her, with my grandsons, her boys. Do what I can for them when I can, and I think they're well taken care of with family members, and I think, like I say, we talk a lot.
That's good. So the purpose of this video is, along with the sentencing judge having a track record for handing out excessive sentences, we feel like that Angela did receive an excessive sentence, and that to give her the ability to rehabilitate and change her life and get back into society does not take decades for a nonviolent drug offense. So what we're asking is for the community to hear your story, to hear her story, and to sign the petition. There's a petition in the description of the video asking the president to commute her sentence or give her some sort of relief. To the people that we're asking to support your daughter, to give her another opportunity at life, what do you have to say to them?
I would applaud any efforts that any organizations such as yourself, or and quite honestly, I'm not afraid to or ashamed to admit I'm a big fan of the president, regardless of anybody's political beliefs. He's done a great job for our country. But I would applaud his efforts. Anybody that would put forth even the conversation. It's something that I think, like I say, she's not perfect, and most of the people in these situations are there for a reason. But everybody deserves an opportunity to take care of their kids, see them, raise them, and just be part of the family.
Absolutely. I want to thank you for your time and being vulnerable. I know this is a difficult conversation. We are going to.
That's probably why I avoided it so long.
I understand that. We're going to put this video together for your daughter and have it uploaded here shortly. So again, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
How you doing, Angela?
I'm doing all right.
Okay, so I am recording this for your video. I'm going to just get a little background information from you so everybody knows who you are. What is your full name?
Angela Ray Reynolds.
And your register number?
50702-177.
And the mailing address for the facility that you're in?
SMC Carswell, P.O. Box 27137, Fort Worth, Texas 76127.
Okay, and do you have children?
Yes, I have two children.
How old are they?
20 and 12.
Okay. And, bringing yourself back to their age, did you have some goals and dreams, aspirations, things that you wanted to do or become?
Yes, I did. I wanted to work with animals. I loved animals growing up. Something with animals. A vet, marine biologist.
That's wonderful.
Something of that nature.
That's wonderful. So, when you're looking back over your life and you think back to the time that you were at that stage, and where do you feel like things started to go bad? Where do you think the route was the wrong path?
When I started using drugs. the wrong boyfriend. Drugs.
How old
I'm an
were
addict.
How old were you
I'm
when?
16.
And how did that happen? Were you introduced by somebody, or how did that
Yeah, I
come
was
about?
introduced by a boyfriend.
Okay.
I walked him out to doing it, and then he decided he was going to, share.
So, moving forward, what happened that from that point on? What happened that kind of accelerated the issues?
Um, Abusive relationships, cause more drugs, the wrong relationships. Um, drugs have always been an issue. I've never been rehabilitated for it. Like, I've never had rehab, or I didn't know any other way,
Right.
really.
Right. So, when you bring us back to the indictment itself, how did that come about, and how did you get involved?
Okay, sorry. Wrong crowd. I couldn't really, I had a job, and I was only making like $200 every 2 weeks, and that wasn't enough to take care of my kids. And so, I had met a man, so I started selling drugs again, and then finally I was like, got another job, and I was going to stop, but then I met my husband, and he was working at the time, and then he decided that he didn't want to work anymore because he got into his addiction, and he became very abusive. He refused to work. I still had to pay all the bills, so I turned to selling drugs because that's the only thing I knew what to do, and yeah, and he's long gone now, so.
So, how did that bring about the indictment? Where did that come from? How did that come about?
Well, I guess there was a conspiracy. I didn't know anything about conspiracy.
This call is from a federal prison.
Before this, I had no idea the conspiracy was a thing, and the people that are involved in my indictment, one had a ledger, then my friend told them where I lived, and so then I came in, and then I'm indicted, and on a federal charge that I didn't even know was a thing.
So, originally, was there a controlled buy, or was there? How did it?
No, there was a ledger. Like, I guess the guy had how much money I owed. He had a ledger when he got in trouble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you're federally indicted. How long would you say that this situation lasted before you were federally indicted?
6 months.
Okay.
They told me that if I was 6 months is when I found out about it, and then 6 months later they arrested me.
Okay, so when they arrest you, what was the conversation then?
Well, I was being arrested for conspiracy, and that's all I knew. Before that, the 6 months prior to that, when they came to my house, they told me that I wasn't being charged with anything, and that if I would just follow them and help them, then I would be fine. I would only get 5 years instead of 30. So of course I went, but then when I went and actually got indicted, and I was facing way more time than that, and they didn't even come to my rescue to say I even tried to do anything, I was scared.
So they told you that if you helped them, as in cooperated with them,
Yes, sir.
that you would get 5 years?
Yeah, the agents did.
And then once you got indicted, you never heard from them again?
No. My attorney said that they told her that I didn't help them enough.
Wow. So you get federally indicted. You're going to court. Did you have any concerns moving forward? Like, when did you find out that you were facing a lengthy sentence?
Just when they told me my guidelines were 360 to life, and then when they told me that I had Judge McBride, and they called him Hang'em High McBride, and everybody coming out of his court was getting 15, 20 life. My attorney never actually told me what I was going to get. She said they wouldn't. He refused to give me a 20 cap, or any type of plea. So.
And where did all that time come from? Did that come from the amount of drugs? Did that come from prior arrests? Where did that come
Comes
from?
from like prior arrests, which is all drug related. I've never had any violence. It's all drug related, prior arrests. And then the amount of drugs in court, the prosecutor was actually going to give me like 2 levels down because of they couldn't the quantitation or whatever. But the judge said that he felt that they worked out a deal on break and that he wasn't going to give it to me. So with the amount of drugs went back up, it's part of the whole guideline.
So, if I'm understanding correctly, the prosecutor felt like the amount of drugs that was being put on you was not accurate. They
Correct.
offered to lower it, and then Judge McBride said, "What did he tell you?"
No. He said no. He said, I feel like he told them no. I feel like you guys went and worked out a deal during the break.
This call is from a federal prison.
And I'm not going to honor that.
Wow. Wow. Did you feel like the amount of drugs that they had said that you were involved with, did you feel like that was accurate?
No. They only had 47 grams on me, but the rest is dope. Hearsay.
What?
It came up to 1.7 keys.
1.7.
47 grams to 1.7 keys.
Wow.
And then there's other people that have had so much more with different judges, so much more. Criminal history the same, and they have gotten like 10, 12 years. Some have gotten 5. Some are already out. One girl that I'm in here with, she gets out in like 4 months.
So,
yeah.
Describe that to us. When you're talking to your attorney, and when does it become apparent to you that that this is a lot more serious than you initially thought?
When she told me that they weren't going to give me a 20 cap, if they gave me a 20 cap, that he would give me 20 anyway. And I was like, well, does that mean I'm going to get 20? And she's like, well, I don't know what he's going to do. But then you have the judge. She said, you would have got 10.
So bring us to sentencing. Did you have any idea, or was there any offers on the table, or was it just
Never? No, they wouldn't give me any offers. They wouldn't give me anything.
So bring us to sentencing. What was that like? How did that all play out for you? And then what happened when he actually sentenced you?
Well, I was the third one sentenced on the indictment, and I was literally shaking so hard I had to sit on my hands. I was scared to death. Then I'm sitting there, and I'm hopeful, when it's finally my turn, and he won't even look me in the eye. My attorney's fidgety, stuttering. It was scary for me, and when seeing her uncomfortable made me more uncomfortable, and she forgot to let my family speak. And then when I told her, hey, my family hasn't spoken, she said it wouldn't have mattered with him anyway.
Oh, wow.
He still would have gave you the same amount of time, whether they talked or not. I was like, okay.
So
I got 275 months.
275 months.
Comes out to 22 years and 11 months. 22 years, in 11 months.
So when your family's in the courtroom, what was their reaction at this moment?
Crying.
Oh, yeah.
Then after they told me, they immediately put the handcuffs back on you and they take you out. You don't even get to hug your family.
Yeah.
So I'm just sorry.
No, it's all right. I understand. It's terrible. What has it been like for you and your family since then? What has it been like?
Hard. It's real hard. I talk to them and I email them, and I've had a few visits. It's just hard, because I'm not a bad person, and I was a good mom, regardless of what I was doing. I just don't think I need to be for that long.
So.
I'm sorry. I thought I had it all together.
No, you're okay. I understand. It's devastating. I'm sorry. Since your incarceration, what have you been doing to better yourself, or to put yourself in a situation that if you were released, you would be prepared?
I currently work as a suicide watch companion, which means if someone goes on suicide watch, I go and I watch them and make sure that they're not going to harm themselves anymore. I'm taking a bunch of classes. I'm taking trauma classes for my abuse, mentally and physical abuse. I stayed out of trouble. I've never had an incident report, and I'm currently waiting to go to a camp in Bryan, Texas, once the transfers are up again.
That's great. That's great. There's about 3 minutes left on the recording. If you had the opportunity to speak to the world, our goal here is we're going to have a change.org petition in the description of your video asking for the president to commute your sentence. If you given the opportunity to speak to them and tell them why your sentence is excessive and what you would do with a second opportunity, what would you have to say?
I think it was excessive because I'm an addict. I needed help. I've been clean for 5 years. I feel amazing. I just want to go be a good mom. I want to go give back to the community. I want to help other people like me that have problems with drugs or abuse, physical abuse. I just want a new life with my kids. I want to see them graduate.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, we've heard from a variety of people, men, women, all types of individuals from all walks of life, that because they were sentenced in that courtroom in front of that judge, that they received sentences that were much longer than their counterparts in other states or other districts, and it's incredibly sad to us. So we're asking that everybody would get involved, that they would fill out the petition requesting some sort of relief to give you the ability to live the life that you want to live, to be the mother that you want to be. I can see that you are definitely emotional about talking about your family, and that matters to you. We just hope that, yes, we just hope that something can be done to help. So is there anything else you would like to say as we part?
Thank you. I appreciate all the help I can get. With another chance, I wouldn't mess it up.
Thank you. I just want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch this video, to hear Angela's story, to hear from her father. Life is incredibly short, and to think that as a nonviolent drug offender, that she would deserve 275 months is to me is just unbelievable. And I would hope that everybody else would feel the same way. Please go to the description of the video. There's a little arrow that points down. Please click that, and there is a link to her change.org petition. Please sign that. Please continue to share the videos, continue to tell others, subscribe to the channel. Together we can make a difference. Thank you all, and God bless.